Good morning. I'm Pastor Randall Knighton, pastor of Spirit of God Christian Church, and here is this morning's Minute Devotional. Before we go into our scripture and our devotional, I just wanted to take a moment to remind the members of Spirit of God Christian Church that today is the last day to submit your Mother's Day video acknowledgement or greeting. We wanted to have an opportunity or give an opportunity to each of our members during this time as we're social distancing and having to do online services to participate or at least contribute to the online broadcast. So you can do that by submitting your video under 10 seconds and by midnight tonight with a greeting or an acknowledgement of mom. And so that we will then play it on our broadcast this coming Sunday. We want everyone to participate, so please do your best to try to make sure that you get it in on time and keep it under 10 seconds so that we can include it. So now let's go into our devotional for the morning. You know that we've been doing a series on never underestimating. So today we want to do never underestimating the power of God's provision. Our scripture comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 8. And God is able to make all grace abound towards you, that you, always having all sufficiency in all things, may abound or have an abundance for every good work. So what we want to make sure that we understand is that God does provide, especially for his work. Not only does he provide, but he provides abundantly. So I know that today and during these times, everyone has so much uncertainty about what tomorrow brings. Whether you have employment or even if you've been laid off or just been on furlough for the time being, or even if you have a business, you may be wondering about how is it going to happen that I'm going to have provision. But I want you to rest in this scripture knowing that God truly provides. Never underestimate God's provision, for the scripture reminds us in the A clause, and God is able to make all grace abound towards you. So God says it doesn't matter how it comes. God said, I can make it happen on your behalf. But then he goes on to say that you, meaning he's making it personal in the scripture. God is talking to you, having all sufficiency in all things, that you may have an abundance for every good work. So if your business is dedicated, if your job is dedicated, if you are dedicated on those things to the glory of God and to lifting up his name, God says, I'm going to make sure you have what you need. And when you look at your life, you can truly look back and say, God has always provided. It's not always made sense to me. I didn't always know how he was going to do it, but I could always trust that God would provide. So today, focus in on the fact that God is able to make it happen, and he'll do it because he promised that you would have everything you need to do a good work. I'm Pastor Randall Knighton. You have a marvelous day.